treasurer, is going to read us the latest report instructed by the building and committee.
Fundraising and building committees.
Please listen.
I will read this, and then we have hard copies, I understand, to distribute to everybody. I'd like you to listen. If you have any questions later, you can start off. Yeah. Dear parishioners and friends, we would like to reiterate what has been said many times over the years and over recent months, that we desire and welcome the participation of our parishioners in the process of building our future parish hall and the permanent home of our parish. Would you like to help with fundraising? Would you like to help with preparing promotional materials? Any other ideas you have? Anna Viklayeva, a parishioner of St. John's, has agreed to come and visit our property and make a video of the chapel and the grounds. She will also help with the fundraising video, and ideas for things to be included are welcome. Ralph Zosimas Seedway has been participating as a consultant in the bi-weekly meetings of the fundraising and building committee. We have a list of people here who comprise the committees. If you would like to contribute in any way, or if you would like suggestions of ways to contribute, or if you want to discuss something, please contact any of the following people. So there's myself, my email, John Hume, he's a parish warden and he's on the building committee. Matushka Deborah Johnson, Father Christopher Johnson, and we're getting very close to hiring an architectural firm, Spire Architects, to be the architects of record for the building of our parish hall. They were recommended to us by a benefactor of our parish. We received their proposal on February 7th and we are now reviewing it. A copy of this proposal is available in a binder at church if anyone would like to look at it. We have asked Andrew Wu for his input. He told us that he likes the song, and he wrote the following in an email on Friday, 8th of February. Hi, Matushka Deborah. That's Andrew Wu's email. I've just had a second conference call with Spire. They're working with their proposal, and we've discussed very specifically how we will divide up the work. I wanted to tell you that I'm feeling far more comfortable about working with him than with another firm we have been talking to. Spire is enthusiastic about dividing the work exactly the way I prefer, and I feel we will get minimal friction from them on that design. And most importantly, their estimation of the costs and difficulty of every aspect of the project is dramatically more favorable than what we have heard from the other firm. For instance, they are worried that the civil engineering costs could be as high as 10 to 20,000, when the other party has told us that his civil engineer wouldn't even touch it for less than 100,000. And
What? Yeah,
it's a God-given circumstance that we have obtained the services of Andrew Wu, of whom it has been said by many that he is the greatest living Orthodox architectural designer. It is also a God-given circumstance that he is helping us with the process of choosing an architect. He will work with them to build our hall. The Lord is watching over us. God willing, we may be signing the contract soon. Please continue to pray to the Lord's holy apostles for their intercession in building the church with his Now, that's part one. There's more. On another note, we have begun work on a history of the parish, especially since we received the gift of the chapel. This will be used to help communicate with parishioners, friends, and benefactors. This will be in two parts. So one will be a big binder or book with all sorts of details in it. This will be a working copy and a permanent physical record for the parish. It will be regularly updated as things happen. We will be editing the binder. And second will be a smaller booklet about 20 pages with a summary of the above history. This booklet will have a bullet point list of history of which will become the table of contents for the booklet. Each bullet point will be supported by photos and texts. Some highlights in the small booklet will include the foundation of the parish in 2001, the mysterious monk to be, who at the very beginning of the parish told us that we should locate our parish at the Christian Brothers Cemetery Chapel. In 2002, we moved to the Office Park location, and in 2006, our parish hosted the music seminar, and Metropolitan Laura served with us. In 2009, the Holy Apostles received the gift of the chapel. Also the Filippelli report detailing the work needed to restore and renovate the chapel. A series of about 12 architects interviewed so far. Many ideas are entertained. Details of obtaining grant money from the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Historic Property Division for the chapel and restoration work. John Hume is working on a historic record of the 5 grants received so far. They will include the year, the dollar amount granted, the number of hours we put in as sweat equity, and photos of the chapel and the grounds before and after, if possible. So far we have been granted $281,819. December 3rd of 2011, Father Christopher is ordained to the priesthood. In 2012, on October 20, the cross procession happened, and temporary iconostas built in the chapel. In 2012, in December, the Deacon visits the OCF at the University of Maryland and becomes part of the OCF. Chapel work based for the years, Andrew Gould, the architectural designer of the parish hall, and frequently asked questions would be some highlights of what would be.
Mariya, a little bit louder.
With our regular updates on the building project, we will be featuring one or more frequently asked questions as needed, starting with this one. So the question of the day is, what is the reason that we do not complete the restoration of the chapel first and then move to the property and build the parish hall? There are 3 parts to answer this question. First, we will be doing both things. We are continuing the work on the chapel while the work towards building the parish hall. So the process of applying for receiving and administering the MNCPPC historic grants will be happening concurrently with the parish hall building. Please let John Hume know if you would like to talk about it or help with this process. Now, second reason is the chapel cannot contain bathrooms, kitchen, Sunday school rooms, or a rector's office. All of this will be in the parish hall. Therefore, by building the parish hall, we can move to our God-given property and out of the office part. And we can stop renting porta potties. The chapel does not have handicapped access. This is another problem which will be solved by Andrew Gould's parish hall design and the raising up of the land to create a courtyard in between the parish hall and the chapel. In this way, no ramps will be necessary. On the financial side, with the grant, that's reason 3, only getting it every 2 years and not even being sure of that, it could take many, many years to complete. And at the end of it, we would have a restored building without bathrooms, kitchen, Sunday school, etc. By building the parish hall, we will have all of that and continue to work on the chapel from our own property. Now later, I have compiled a set of links that could help, if you need more details on some things that are available online. In this report, there is a set of links on the history of the chapel. Daniel Filippelli, who is our historic consultant, so he performed a very thorough study of the chapel and made a report for us. You can read about him. You can read about PG County Grant Program. There's a website of Andrew Gould and his talk about the vision for our particular chapel. The link for the Spire Architects, the firm we're interviewing and looking at hiring right now. And also some financing options that we have considered or are looking at. This is the topic that is currently in research phase. And so look at what we have looked at. There is a note here that some of this are actual financing institutions specializing on giving grants to churches. But I haven't seen any that are Orthodox, so if you know an Orthodox lender, it would be nice because it feels good to pay percentage to somebody and sponsor an Orthodox institution rather than not. And finally, let us not be afraid. Today we find ourselves poised to take a big step in the history of our parish, the building of our parish hall. We did not arrive here by accident. From the founding of our parish until today, there have been many long years of prayers with tears, of hard work, of study, all leading towards the goal of building our Lord's church dedicated to His holy apostles here in Belgium. Let us not be afraid. God is with us. He has been with us every step of the way from the beginning to the gifting of the beautiful historic chapel on 2 acres of land and beyond. He is with us in the warmth and love of our parish family. He is with us in our little children. He is with us in the joy of celebrating the Divine Liturgy. He has answered our prayers. He will answer this one too, to build a parish hall which, hand in hand with the beautifully restored chapel, will be our parish hall, our paradise in Beltsville. With love in the Lord, Father George and the King. Thank you.